This picture was taken in a street outside a cafe. In the foreground, 6 people are seated around a table.
In this part of the test, you will read aloud the text on the screen. You will have 45 seconds to prepare. Then you will have 45 seconds to read the text aloud.
Begin preparing now. Begin reading now.
Hello, listeners. Thanks for tuning in to Frankly Speaking. I'm Corner Davis. Today, we're lucky with us as our first guest, a man who worked with the United Nations for over 5 years, Mr. Michael Dumont. Originally from France, Mr. Michael Dumont has given many speeches about the positive benefits of nuclear energy. His beliefs in these benefits have shocked many people around the world. When we turn from commercial break, we'll speak to him about his views. Don't go away.
Begin preparing now. Begin reading now.
On tonight's show, we'll hear comments from 3 people who are trying to get the government to pay more attention to solar energy. As we all know, solar power is a good source of energy because it is clean and cheap. Our guests will talk about the other benefits of solar energy and why businesses and average family need to start using this natural source of power. When we come back from this commercial break, I will introduce our guests. Please stay tuned.
In this part of the test, you will describe the picture on the screen as much as detail as you can. You will have 45 seconds to prepare your response. Then you will have 30 seconds to speak about the picture.
Begin preparing now. Begin speaking now.
This picture was taken in a street outside a cafe. In the foreground, 6 people are seated around a table. The people are all wearing jackets or coats. The table is covered by a yellow tablecloth. There are 2 coffee cups and saucers on the table, and some sugar. In the background, I can see the cafe and some other stores. There are some trees lining the road. On the sidewalk, people are passing by. It looks like a nice place to have a coffee with friends.
Begin preparing now. Begin speaking now.
This is a picture of a subway station. There are two train tracks and a platform on either side of the tracks. The station is covered by a dome-shaped roof. People are waiting on both platforms for trains. Above one of the platforms, I can see a map of the train line. In the distance, I can see the opening of the station. There is bright light outside. The station looks clean and well organized.
In this part of the test, you will answer 3 questions. For each question, you will have 3 seconds to prepare. You will have 15 seconds to respond to question 5 and 6 and 30 seconds to respond to question 7. Imagine that an American marketing firm is doing research in your country. You have agreed to participate in a telephone interview about wearing formal attire. How often do you wear a formal suit?
Begin preparing now. Begin speaking now.
I wear a formal suit 4 times a week, Monday through Thursday to go to work. On Fridays, we can dress more casually.
Where do you normally buy formal attire?
Begin preparing now. Begin speaking now.
Well, I usually buy attire from a variety of places. I enjoy shopping at both physical retail stores and online platforms. Some of my go-to stores include department stores, boutique stores, and popular clothing brands.
Do you think that you should always wear formal attire when working in an office setting?
Begin preparing now. Begin speaking now.
Yes, I think you should always wear formal attire when working in an office. If everyone wears formal attire, it creates a more professional atmosphere in the workplace. Also, for me, personally, I think wearing formal clothing makes me focus more on work.
In this part of the test, you will answer 3 questions based on the information provided. You will have 45 seconds to read the information before the question begins. For each question, you will have 3 seconds to prepare. You will have 15 seconds to respond to question 8 and 9 and 30 seconds to respond to question 10.
Begin preparing now.
Hi, I heard that some kind of food festival is going to be held next week. I'd like to find out more about it. Could you answer some questions for me? What is the theme of the festival and where is it going to be held?
Begin preparing now. Begin speaking now.
It's Caribbean Dishy Festival and it's going to be held at Richfield Park.
Can you tell me the schedule for the afternoon?
Begin preparing now. Begin speaking now.
Sure, there will be musical performances from 1 to 3 p.m. and from 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. there will be cooking classes.
I'd like to find more information about the musical performances.
Begin preparing now. Begin speaking now.
I'm sorry, but I don't have that information with me. If you'd like to find more about the musical performances, call the Multicultural Community Center at 555-4321 and speak to Simba Adler.
In this part of the test, you will give your opinion about a specific topic. Be sure to say as much as you can in the time allowed. You will have 30 seconds to prepare. Then you will have 60 seconds to speak. Do you agree or disagree with the following statement? Internet has brought people closer together. Use specific reasons and details to support your opinion.
Begin preparing now. Begin speaking now.
I definitely agree with the statement that internet has brought people closer together. Firstly, the internet makes it much easier to stay in touch with people. In the past, if you had to move a long distance away, it was difficult to keep in touch with family and friends. You had to send letters or make expensive long-distance phone calls. Now you can easily contact everyone by email and instant messaging. Secondly, the internet has made it much easier to make new friends. Even if you don't know a person very well, you can add them as friend on the social networking site and get to know them better that way. The internet has done a lot to bring people closer together.